Hi everybody, it's Ryan Ford here, and basically what I wanted to go along with you today is we could be expecting some snow tonight in parts of northwestern New Jersey, like this general area over here, but I think the main accumulation amount is going to be confined to probably upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, um, maybe maybe a little bit of Maine. Okay, so if we play this, let's just jump right into it here. So what I wanted to show you, this event, by the way, is not going to be a lot. It's going to be primarily a Midwestern, interior Northeast event. So anyway, as we can go in time, by the way, I want to tell you that, honestly, I think this storm is not really going to be the main event. I think we're going to have several more events leading into the weekend that we could potentially see some more accumulating snow. So as you can see, it starts off in like little broken up segments here. So the northwestern counties of New Jersey, like Sussex, Hunterdon, maybe Western Mars, could be into some snow showers by around, let's say, 5-6 o'clock tonight. And then, as you can see, everything just turns into rain. This is what I wanted to point out to you, because if the storm was like over on the coast, it would draw in some cooler air and what we call cold air damming, and that would go down all the way into the south, and you would get, as a result, you would get some snow all the way probably into South Carolina and very easternmost Georgia. So, but that's not happening. It's sort of going to be like an inland rider, if you will. And this is the GFS, by the way. And then, as you can see, this is Tuesday. We have a nice high pressure, and we have a little bit of a ridging going on here. And then what happens is another, as you can see, some more very, very cold air on Thursday comes into effect. As you can see, this is a nice little dip in the jet stream over here, and it continues for Friday. And here's where some interesting things come in. Okay, so this is the storm system, I believe, that is going to be affecting us for Saturday. The Arctic front, you could just probably forget about. The Arctic front that was going to have a center of low pressure attached to it is really not going to come to fruition very much. So, as you can see, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, this is where I think we could run into some problems, because, maybe it's going to be similar to today. Who knows what's going to happen from now until then. A lot of model runs to come in, a lot of changes. So, as you can see, we have the GFS model is producing a few snow showers, sort of like today. And then as we go into sorry about that. As we go into the longer range, the idea is we're just getting into a very active pattern, and we really won't know the details of any storms until probably 3 or 4 days into the actual event. Or 3 or 4 days before the actual event. So, you got a bunch of storms coming into the area. The flow is going to be like this. Or actually, the flow is going to be more of a meridional flow, which is going to be from north to south. But anyway, point of the matter is, things are going to be getting more active around here. I actually do see some warming towards around Christmas. But anyway, if we switch to the NAM 12 kilometer model, or the NAM 12 kilometer, and if we switch to precip, alright, no, if we, let's go ahead and switch to the 12Z here. Okay, this is going to be the 12Z. Okay, but if we back it up here, this is for today. Okay, as you can see. So this is Sunday, December 11th, and it has a pretty decent swath of snow before going in and changing it all to rain. Actually, it has a pretty good burst of snow, as you can see right about there, which is called convective banding setting up. That's going to be a convective band right over there. And then this yellow could be indicating some icing. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't think this is the more appropriate solution, considering that the NAM is the only one that's producing this much snow. So, I think I'm going to go with the GFS on this one. I think the GFS is going to be a lot more accurate in terms of snowfall. Okay, you're going to have maybe a coating, and then it's going to basically wash away by rain. And then, you get into some active patterns here through the rest of the month. But I think January, it's not unusual to see any kind of warm-ups for this time of year, because, it's still kind of early in the season to see any type of really Arctic and polar flows coming right out of Siberia. So I think that we will be in the clear for that. Now, one thing that I want to show you with the GFS is if we take a look at the upper air. Okay, if we take a look at the upper air and we go ahead and widen it out here. Okay, we'll go ahead and zoom out into North America. And as you can see, I just want to take a look at the wider pattern here. So this is Tuesday. Actually, let's go a little bit back here. I think this is a little bit... Yeah, let's just go back. Okay, so December 8th. We're at December 8th. This is a little bit slower. A little bit before... Okay, so we're at December 11th right here. As you can see, there's not really a lot of stuff going on. But what I want to show you here is the Arctic flow. This is our next cold air setting up right out of Canada. And what's going to happen is, first the Midwest is going to see it. Actually, I think this area in here, probably, Minnesota, saying Wisconsin, Chicago, they could be looking at temperatures not even getting out of the single digits for temperature, for daily high temperatures. Okay, but pay attention to this date, because this is Tuesday. I think as we get into Thursday, watch how this cold air just swings across the East Coast. And this is where I think we could be dealing with temperatures not getting out of the teens and 20s for our area. And then the pattern, honestly, it kind of becomes flatter. It just becomes a little bit flatter. You got actually a nice little ridge developing over here on the East Coast. And, who knows if this is real from now. But, just the idea. We have a couple of cold shots and then a warm-up. And then it's very volatile atmosphere in December usually. And one more thing that I wanted to show you is the National Weather Service snowfall accumulation map. Again, not very impressive. I'm kind of yawning here, yawn. So about an inch, maybe a coating in Morristown area, maybe eastern Morris County. When you get into the western Morris County, and let's say eastern Sussex, eastern Hunterdon County, you're going to be looking at a 1 to 3 inch snowfall, or a 1 to 2 inch snowfall. So that's a lot better. Again, that's all I wanted to talk about, guys. Again, hope you enjoyed this weather update video. Not a lot of snow for tonight, but I do think that we're going to be dealing with maybe a better chance of some snow this Wednesday, potentially, maybe, and probably Friday night going into Saturday afternoon. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I will have another update very, very soon. Take it easy.